Good evening, good evening, good evening. I don't do these evening lives that much, so I gotta say good evening, good evening. It doesn't sound right. What's going on? You guys can probably see yeah, I think we're both on the screen now. So I got Dr. Dean on the screen, Dr. McCon. I don't know why I call you Dr. Dean. I'm just so used to calling you by your first name, and people were like, I don't know who that is the last time.
Dr. Dean works great. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll give everybody a couple more minutes. We'll do a proper introduction for you, and then we're going to get into our topic, which I'm super, super, super excited about. What's up, guys? Good evening. Tag your friends. Make sure they're getting in here. This is going to be one that applies to every single person in this group. I'm very excited about the topic because I need this assistance myself. It's going to be cool. So one more minute and we'll jump right into it. What's up, guys? Give us a wave, give us a thumbs up, give us a howdy. So howdy. I feel like that's what we say when we don't know what to say, right? Unless we're cowboys. All right, all right. I like it. I like it. Good. Getting lots of people in tonight for this lovely Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to give it 30 more seconds and then we will be ready to roll. Good stuff. Hey, guys. I'm on my computer instead of on my phone, so I feel like I look like I'm looking sideways. Let me look at the dot. You'd think I know these things by now. All right. So welcome to the fun. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm excited to be here tonight. Excited to talk about an awesome topic with Dr. McCon, who we have with us again. You may have seen his live that he and I did last round. He is a chiropractor down in Columbia, and I'm going to let him do a proper introduction, tell you what his business is, and then we're going to jump into sleep positions. So if that perked your ears up, and you need to tag a friend, go ahead and tag your friend and get them in here. So Dr. Dean, I'll hand it over to you.
Hey, thanks for having me on again. Yeah, I'm a chiropractor in Columbia, South Carolina at Midlands Health Center. And we were talking about this texting. And, one of the things we were talking about is the benefits of sleep positions. I was saying I have this conversation with patients multiple times a day. So many people come in saying, I don't know what I did. My neck hurts, my back hurts. I must have slept wrong. And so many times I look at them and say, yeah, you did sleep wrong. And so we were saying if we can fix some of these sleep positions, sometimes you wake up in the morning ready to do the circuit and you want to get out there and get up early and do the lives. But we wake up, our neck stiff, our back stiff, and it's a speed bump. It's a hurdle in a progress, that desire to get up and do your exercises. So we're going to talk about a couple of tweaks that we can do today that you can go ahead and implement tonight to get better sleep, better quality of sleep, so that you're ready to get the best out of your exercise.
Love it. Well, let's talk first about, sleep not only helps us to feel better and feel rested, but it also has getting good quality sleep has benefits to your actual fitness journey. So can you talk a little bit about what your body does every night?
Yeah, well, I mean, sleep is, we need that restorative sleep. We need to be able to sleep to recover from the activities. That's why we've always been told, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You want good quality, restful sleep, in a quiet space, not necessarily with the light, the TV on, or, somewhere where you can actually rest and recover, because that's important for, like I said, we're exercising, we're stressing our bodies, we're stressing these muscles, and they need that time to recover, that downtime. So that's why we need that good sleep.
Yeah. So, and so that kind of rolls into how is it impacting our workouts when we have better sleep or not as good sleep?
Yeah. Well, the good sleep is going to help us, be ready to exercise in the morning. You want to get up and knock that exercise, that workout out first thing. So if you wake up and you've got your good energy, you're recharged, your muscles have recovered from the exertion and all that. So it gives us that opportunity to get out there and exercise and be ready to go when it's time to go.
Yeah, I tell people that a lot. I'm like, you need sleep because your muscles literally recover overnight. Your brain literally recovers overnight from all the stressors of the day. So, you're a much more qualified source to speak on it than me. So I'm super
Yeah,
excited
but
about
no,
this.
you're exactly right though. And I mean these the lights from the screens. And we talk about how the blue lights fatigue us and all this, and it's wear and tear, mental, physical wear and tear that we need to recover from, and sleep will do that.
Mhm. Yeah. So what's the best way to sleep? Give us the lowdown.
Well, when I talk to people, one of the first questions I like to ask people is how do you normally sleep? Do you sleep on your side or your back or your stomach? Um, and
I
so
do
many
it all.
people, yeah, I either get I toss and turn all night, or a lot of people sleep on their stomach. The easiest thing to start this conversation is get off your stomach. I'm gonna use the bookshelves behind me just as a little example. When we're sleeping, you want to be in what we refer to as like a neutral position. So when you end up on your stomach, you probably end up in some position that looks a bit like this here. So what you'll notice when you're in that position is you're twisting your neck, which is going to start to create tension in the neck and the upper back up here. You're throwing this arm up that's going to lock out your shoulder and make that tight. And this leg is getting kicked up, which is also twisting the low back and putting a twist and creating irritation in the low back. All of that is bad for us. So we want to get away from the stomach sleeping. The easiest alternative, and it tends to work good for our stomach sleepers, is side sleeping. But when you're sleeping on your side, you want to make sure that you are legitimately side sleeping. So you want your nose lined up with your body. So when you're sleeping on your side, you actually want your top shoulder slightly behind your bottom shoulder. So that way we're looking out this way and not starting to twist. Because if this top shoulder starts to come around, what that's going to do is turn my head this way. So now I'm sleeping here and not here. And again, that's going to start to create tension in the neck and the upper back. So then when we want to get up and start doing our exercises, this isn't going to cooperate with me. So what I typically tell people is you want to pull this bottom shoulder forward so you're resting more on your shoulder blade and not on the point of your shoulder. What that's going to do is put your top shoulder slightly behind your bottom shoulder so we're positioned in more of a neutral position. So your elbow can get shoulder height, and this is okay. So as you bring that elbow up, this is all right. If the elbow gets higher than your shoulder, again, we're starting to lock out that neck and the upper back, creating tension in the upper back up here. So we spend 6 or 8 hours like this is going to start to feel bad. So this is okay. This is not so great. The other thing when you're on your side, what I really emphasize is you want to bend your knees a little bit. By bending your knees, you're just going to put a little slack in the low back and relax that low back. So people who have low back issues, you'll find that a lot more comfortable position. So what you can do to help support that, if you want to, put a little pillow between your knees so it's sticking out almost like a kickstand. So if you do have that tendency to want to throw that leg up, that'll support your top leg so it doesn't start to dip down. Because once this top leg starts to dip down, again, it's going to start to pull around that low back and create stress and tension in the low back. Or if you want to sleep on your back, back sleeping works as well. But what you'll want to do is put a little pillow under your knees. By putting the pillow under your knees, that's going to bend your knees up a little bit. And again, that's going to relax the low back so you get some good quality sleep. And this kind of leads me into the one of the other things we're going to talk about is your pillow, because a good pillow is going to make a big difference. When you're sleeping on your back, you want to make sure that you're supporting that good curve in your neck. So I typically recommend a contour pillow for my patients. That way it's going to help support that forward curve that we're supposed to have in our neck so we get better quality sleep. It'll also cut down some of the snoring, which may make your partner happy. So
That part.
yes, that's a big part of it.
I always wondered about those contour pillows because it makes perfect sense to put you into the right position, but I've never found one that I thought was comfortable for the way
Yeah.
I sleep. But I'm a little crazy of a sleeper. I go side, I go tummy, and then my arms fall asleep, so I go back to the side. So
yeah,
I'm a bad example.
you gotta treat that a little bit. And a lot of times I'll tell people, especially if you've had a child, you probably have a pregnancy pillow laying around the house.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use that pregnancy pillow, even though you're not pregnant, to give you some support that'll stop you from coming all the way around. So that a lot of times the pregnancy pillows that were J-shaped will tuck under your knees to support your legs, and it'll give you something to lean against so you can't twist around as much. So, they serve a purpose beyond the pregnancy. But
Yeah,
you'll also No, go
That
ahead.
makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I actually just got rid of mine 5 years later, but,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes perfect sense. It would put you in the right position. Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
One thing I noticed with the neck pillows that tend to help people too is if you look at them, most of them will have like a thicker side and a thinner side. So what you'll find when you lay on the neck pillow is that thin side usually fits the curve in your neck the way it's supposed to. The thicker side is going to work more for you if you're laying on your shoulder because there's more space to fill up. So that thick side of the pillow will hold your head here, so we're this way and not kinking down. Because if that head's falling into the pillow, you're going to start to stretch the neck on this side and compress over here. Or if you have somebody who like sleeps on 2 or 3 pillows, it's going to do the opposite. It's going to push your head up. So that contour will support your neck, but actually hold your head also at the same time. So,
Gotcha.
and
Gosh, great
not
information.
not that I'm trying to sell pillows, but the brand I typically recommend for people, there's one you can find on Amazon from a company called as soon as I start to say it, it's the Decor pillow by Core Products. Is the
Okay.
one that's the one I use.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah, Decor pillow.
I
Or the
like
Tricor. It's either you'll find either Decor or Tricor, but Core Products is the company, and it's a reasonably priced pillow. It's about $40, and but to me it feels like a normal pillow, but has the contours that
okay.
for people. So
Awesome. Thank you for
yeah.
sharing that. How
Oh,
about,
yeah.
mattress? Are we going hard or soft? Are we
Um,
Tempur-Pedic?
I don't have a particular brand for mattresses, but what I do tell people is I usually recommend a firm mattress, but not a hard mattress. You don't want a soft mattress that sinks in like a hammock. When you've got that mattress you've probably had for 9 or 10 years, and you find you guys start to roll into the middle of the mattress, that mattress is done. Really, if your mattress is 10 years old, you got to get rid of it anyway. But yeah, I usually tell people go to a place like one of those big stores like Rooms to Go or one of your mattress stores where they have a ton of different mattresses, and lay on every mattress. Don't look at the price tag yet. First, lay on the mattress and find out which ones are good and which ones are bad. Because sometimes you'll find that really expensive mattress isn't as good or as comfortable as some of the moderate price ones. But I usually do tell people, I said, spend a little bit more on your mattress and a little bit less on your bedroom furniture. If you got to go some way,
Yeah.
spend a little bit more on the mattress. But yeah, you want something that's going to give you good, firm support. We have one of the adjustable mattresses, so I can elevate our feet a little bit, which again will take some stress off the low back. And when you've had one of those days where you've been out running or on your feet a lot, and your legs are a little tired, sometimes it's nice to have the feet elevated a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Great to know. What about like actually getting to sleep for people that have trouble getting to sleep, or if you get to sleep and you can't stay asleep? Are there any things we can do for that?
There are some great things. One of the things that keeps us up is our brain just keeps running and running and running. We have all these lists, these worries that keep us going. So what I typically tell people, journaling is a great thing, or make a list. Keep a notepad beside your bed. So before you go to bed, write down all those things that you're keeping in your head. Like tomorrow I've got to do X, Y, and Z. So go and get that all written down, because that's part of what keeps us restless is we're trying to hold on to that information in our head.
Mhm.
A nice
That's a
white.
great tip. I like that.
Yeah. Well, it builds that anxiety. And it's one of the things that fights our ability to get good sleep. So you keep waking up because you're thinking, oh shoot, I've got to do this, or I forgot about that, or I don't want to forget this. So just having it written down makes a big difference. And then I usually recommend for people to have some kind of wind down routine, either whether it's like a sleepy time tea or chamomile tea or something like that, or just something that puts us, read a book, or something that puts us in our brain in that mode of, now I'm turning off and I'm heading to sleep now. So as much as we think, well, I should just be lay down and go to sleep. We all have that one. I'm the one in the family who just rolls over and goes to sleep while my wife sits up for hours, trying to fall asleep, and it drives her nuts. But yeah, but having some kind of routine where it tells your body, okay, my day's done and now I'm going to do this. So, but yeah, something calming like the teas, the caffeine-free teas, can help with that.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's cool, a cool concept to Treat your nighttime like your morning time. Like in the morning, we have routines we follow to ramp up into our day. So why not have one where we ramp down into our sleep? So
Exactly.
that's a great tip. I love
Yeah.
that. I haven't
Well, like
tried
I
the
say,
tea.
get your clothes laid out, get your workout area ready, and just know, okay, wash your face, you know, drink your tea, read a book for a couple minutes, and shut everything
Yep.
down.
Bedtime routines, not just for little kids anymore, because
Exactly, exactly.
we are very regimented with Kairos. And then when it comes to me, I'm just like, let me
Yeah,
just fall into bed. But even when I'm really tired, sometimes I do struggle to get to sleep. So I think that's really good tips. And I need to focus more on not
yeah,
sleeping on my tummy.
yeah.
Um, but
It really it makes such a big difference. Like I said, I get all these patients that come and say, I don't know what I did. I must have slept wrong. And when we talk about sleeping, you realize, yes, you've been sleeping wrong. And it's an easy thing to switch or fix. It's hard because a lot of what's going on when we're sleeping, we're asleep.
mhm,
So you'll
we don't know.
find these first couple of nights, you might start off in the right position, but fall back into bad routines. And the trick is just to try to stay with those good routines. Start off in that good position, and eventually your body will catch on to it and realize this is where I need to be. I mean, I've had people put a tennis ball in bed, so if they roll over, they roll under the tennis ball, it wakes them up, and they reposition. I mean, I've seen people go to extremes, but really, it's just setting up that pattern and retraining your body, just like you learn to exercise and learn to do other things. Part of this is muscle memory, and if we can start off the right way, you're going to retrain your body and get back on track and like I said, get better sleep, be ready for your exercise in the morning, be restored and ready to hit the day the right way.
Yeah, I love that. I think sleep is something that we don't focus on because it's like, well, I was born knowing how to sleep, but at some point there's definitely a right and a wrong way to do it, or I'll say a good way and a better way maybe to do it.
Exactly.
Um, so yeah, we got to train ourselves to do it the better way that's the most beneficial to us because like we said in the beginning, a lot of repair happens overnight. A lot of restoration happens overnight. So if we are not getting that good sleep and we're waking up a lot or we're shifting and turning, then that's not happening. And that's why we get more sore or we don't see the progress that we want to. Or of course we feel tired, we look tired. And so this is like another one of those things that brings your whole wellness and fitness journey full circle is sleep. And I don't think we think about it enough. So this is
Exactly.
this is a great topic for today. So anything else? I think this was amazing and I really appreciate all your time.
No, I feel like I threw a lot at everybody real quickly, so you might want to go back and just kind of review because I have a tendency to talk a little quickly on some of these topics.
I
But
thought it was perfect.
no,
Yes.
I do. It's definitely one of those things where, like I said, it takes some repetition, and you'll notice a difference. You'll notice you feel better. You like I said, you got better energy, and you're just ready for your day. And that's one of the things we talk about with E2M. It's not just exercise. It's not just nutrition. It's a full body approach to your health, and good sleep is part of the equation.
100% agree with that. Well, awesome. Well, I appreciate it. This was an excellent topic and thank you so much for bringing it to me and always appreciate all you do for the group as far as these lives and being, participating and posting and all of that good stuff. We really appreciate you. So, to everybody out there watching, thank you so much for joining. Comment, tell Dr. McCon how much you appreciate this talk because this is one I think we can absolutely all benefit from. But have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you again, Dr. McCon. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks for having me. All right.
Awesome. Thanks.